When a phone has the word find in its name, you know you have to find something special to do with it, and we are going to find just that in Rishikesh with the new OPPO Find X9s. So let's go. Over the last few days in Rishikesh, I've realized that the best moments rarely come announced, they just happen. A bird taking flight, a smile that lasts half a second, the first rays of sunlight hitting the river. You either capture them or you don't, and that's exactly what the OPPO Find X9s is trying to solve. Because after spending the last few days with this phone, I don't think this is a phone built around specifications. I think this is a camera built around memories that come without a warning. And at the heart of that experience is Find X9's 50 megapixel triple camera system designed to handle almost every kind of movement you'll want to capture. But honestly, some of the favorite photographs I took on this phone are not landscapes, but they are moments, small, everyday moments, and I think that's where I spend most of my time using the main camera on those small moments. Powered by LYT-700 sensor and a bright f-stop 1.8 aperture, it consistently delivers images that feel natural rather than over-processed. Whether it's harsh sunlight, deep shadows, or mixed lighting situations, the camera does a fantastic job balancing the scene while preserving the atmosphere that made you stop and take the photo in the first place. That's where OPPO's LUMO image engine becomes noticeable, helping images retain a more natural and true-to-life look. There were quite a few times when the regular camera was just not wide enough, and that's where the ultra-wide came in handy. Whether it was the riverside, the bridges, or the landscape around me, it allowed me to fit more of the scene in a single frame. Standing above the Ganges and looking across the landscape, I kept reaching for the ultra-wide camera. Not because of the specifications, but because it lets you capture the scale of a place in a way the main camera simply can't. What impressed me even more was that the ultra-wide never felt like a secondary camera. Whether I was capturing landscapes, architecture, or large crowds of people, the images came out detailed, natural, and consistently enjoyable to shoot. Then there are some scenes you simply cannot walk up to, like a ceremony happening across the river, or an interesting face in the crowd, or a fleeting expression in the distance. That's where the 73mm Periscope lens became one of my favorite cameras on this phone. It lets you stay in the moment while getting closer to your subject, making it ideal for candid photography and natural looking portraits. OPPO's triple prism periscope design delivers a clean 3x optical zoom and excellent 6x lossless zoom, helping you capture details and expressions without needing to step into the scene. And because of that focal length, portraits naturally feel more flattering, subjects stand out better from the background, creating images that feel more cinematic and professional straight out of the camera. What stood out wasn't just how these portraits looked, but how they felt. The subject separation is natural, the background blur looks convincing, and the overall image has a character that's difficult to fake with software alone. Skin tones look natural, details remain intact. It's a style that prioritizes authenticity over aggressive processing. And for photographers who enjoy taking greater control over the creative process, Hasselblad Master Mode is where things get interesting. It offers manual controls, Hasselblad-inspired color profiles, and raw capture, making it a powerful tool for enthusiasts who want to shape the final image themselves. Then there's X-Pan mode, a feature that comes directly from OPPO's collaboration with Hasselblad. Inspired by Hasselblad's iconic panoramic cameras, it encourages a completely different approach to composition, turning everyday scenes into cinematic, story-driven images. But getting into the camera quickly is only half the story, because sometimes the moment happens before you're ready. That's where OPPO's LUMO image engine comes into play. Designed to deliver a more natural, true-to-life image, it combines multiple computational photography technologies that work behind the scenes every time you press the shutter. One of the technologies working behind the scenes is lightning snap, which helps reduce shutter lag and makes it easier to freeze fast-moving moments before they disappear. The result is a photo that stays true to the scene, preserving detail, dynamic range, and a natural-looking image. After spending days talking about the cameras, lenses, and image quality, it might seem strange to focus on a button, but SnapKey ended up changing how often I actually use the camera. I was wrong. Somewhere around the second day, it became muscle memory because value isn't the button itself. The value is getting to the camera before the movement disappears. And once you start using it, going back to unlocking your phone, finding the camera app and waiting for it to load feels surprisingly slow. Usually, I'm pretty skeptical of AI editing tools. Most sound impressive on paper but end up being things you use once and then forget about. Reflection remover cleaned up shots taken through glass. AI eraser removed distractions from the frame. Then there's AI portrait glow. Rather than dramatically changing the image, it makes subtle improvements to portraits while keeping skin tones looking natural. And once you've captured those memories, AI Pop-Out offers a more creative way to share them, turning a collection of photos into something that feels more dynamic and engaging. And while photos capture a moment, video captures everything around it. The movement, the atmosphere, the feeling of actually being there. The Find X9s records in 4K 60fps Dolby Vision across all cameras, allowing you to switch focal lengths without sacrificing quality, color consistency or dynamic range. Whether you're filming during golden hour or under harsh daylight, the footage looks polished straight out of the camera with excellent stabilization, rich colors and impressive highlight retention. And after a full day of shooting photos, recording videos and using navigation throughout the day, I was often surprised to see there was still around 40% battery left when I got back to the hotel. And when it was time to charge, the 80-watt SuperVOOC charging meant I could get back up and running in no time. Throughout the trip, whether I was editing photos, multitasking between apps, or constantly switching between camera, maps, and social media, performance remained consistently smooth. Much of that comes down to the combination of MediaTek's flagship Dimensity 9500S and OPPO's Trinity engine working behind the scenes. Even under the harsh afternoon sun, the display remained bright and easy to read with a peak brightness of up to 3600 nits. Framing shots, reviewing photos and navigating around the city never felt like a struggle. By day 3, my phone was filled with pictures of bills, bookings, maps and all the random pieces of information that I had saved along the way. And that is when AI Mindspace started making sense. Instead of information being scattered across different apps, it creates a single place where everything you've saved becomes searchable and easier to find. And with AI Mind Pilot built on top of that saved context, the phone feels less like a collection of apps and more like an assistant that actually understands what you've been doing. It's one of those features that sounds simple on paper but becomes genuinely useful once you start living with it. What surprised me most about the Find X9s wasn't any single specification, it was how consistently it delivered. Whether I was shooting portraits, landscapes, distant subjects or fast-moving moments, the camera system rarely felt out of its depth. Snap key helped me get to the camera faster, lightning snap helped me react when moments happened unexpectedly, and the combination of OPPO's LUMO image engine and Hasselblad collaboration consistently produced photos that felt natural and enjoyable to look back on. Add to that the strong battery life, reliable performance and genuinely useful AI features, and you end up with a phone that feels thoughtfully put together rather than feature-packed for the sake of it. After using the OPPO Find X9s for the last few days, I think that OPPO understands something that many other smartphones still don't. The best cameras are not the ones with the most features. The best cameras are the ones that are ready when the moment arrives. That's what makes the OPPO Find X9s so easy to recommend. Every part of the experience is thoughtfully designed to help you create, capture and stay in the moment. On that note, this is Manik Beri signing off. Keep watching Gadgets 360 and I'll see you in the next video.